It's Friday night, and you know what that means. It's time for AEW Dynamite. Bravo, JR. You don't even remember what day of the week it is, what show it is, or likely even what year it is. But Cranky JR, oh, how I love Cranky JR. Let's get to it, folks. I'm John Renton with my review of AEW Rampage from Atlantic City, New Jersey, and this was a 3-match card that, well, the world might be talking about a little bit of this show, but God, Rampage even live, the first match sort of made sense as far as keeping the crowd kind of into it if you're a New Japan fan or a diehard AEW fan, but everything else, just, I don't know, I know it's an hour long, but I think Rampage is a lost cause. I'm glad they have another show so they can feature some more talent, but whatever. JR, Shivani, Excalibur, and Mike Tyson joins on guest commentary for the first match. JR at his age and his drunkenness and tiredness, and Mike Tyson in God knows what state he was in on commentary. Pretty bad that Shivani was probably the second best commentator here because he was just trying to be a mediator here. Excalibur was trying to be the lead guy because JR, he didn't give a fuck. So, Hot Fresh Shibata, thank you very much. Chris, a.k.a. the Derminator, thank you very much for that. You get it. Why I'm always going to think that whenever I think of the wrestler Shibata, who is talented and suffered a catastrophic near-death injury, which is probably the worst kind of injury you could suffer. And if it was full death, then it really wouldn't have been much of an injury because you wouldn't really be able to talk about it. Thankfully, Shibata is able to train people and has had a couple matches in the last year. And this is his third match. It's Shibata versus Orange Cassidy, All-Atlantic Championship match. And look, I know Shibata wanted to face Orange Cassidy. And if he's happy with this, that's fine. From a fan standpoint, it was great to see Shibata on a U.S. wrestling program. It really was. I'm sick of the Orange Cassidy stuff. And you know what? The people that like him, that's fine. I don't. Shibata didn't put up with the fake kicks. He should have slapped him harder as far as I'm concerned. And Shibata landed on his head at one point, which, given the work that he had done on his goddamn brain and the injuries that he had, whatever. Hey, he wants to go out on a sword. I don't blame him. Orange punch, but then Shibata no-sells it, gets a sleeper, and then gets hit with another orange punch. 1, 2, 3. Thanks for coming, Shibata. He wants to face Bryan Danielson. I would say have that match happen at Wrestle Kingdom, but that's the same day as AEW Dynamite in Seattle, and I can guarantee you this much. Tony Khan will get a world of hate if he does not have Bryan Danielson on that show. Especially since he's from Aberdeen, Washington, and Aberdeen, for people that aren't geography majors or people that live in Washington but don't know what Aberdeen is, you're better off. Aberdeen's a shit city. Once you get past the very beginning, you go from the modern age back to the 1950s in many ways. But Danielson needs to be on that show. But Danielson versus Shibata, I'd love to see that match at some point. Won't see it at Full Gear. Show respect afterwards. So Shibata's happy with it, that's fine. Lexi Nair was backstage with Tony, and she says, I don't know why Jamie Hayter is so mean. And then the Taylor Swift song plays. You're living in a big old city, and all you're gonna be is me. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I was trying to find a way to work the Jamie Hayter and Tony storyline into mean, and maybe I will off camera. So, Lexi Nair is having with Claudio, Danielson, and Regal. All about Jericho. They want their shot. And then later we find out what happens. Jamie Hayter, my goodness, God, Jamie, God, just beat me up, throw me around, I don't care. She looks great, but most importantly, she can wrestle. She really can do the graps well. With Britt, who is really, really cooled off in my opinion, and Rebel. So Rebel's in the corner. Madison Rayne and Sky Blue are already in the ring, and I need Jamie to just crush me. I really do. I don't know who would resist that, honestly. The crowd, unfortunately, did not care about this. They sort of cared about Jamie. They didn't care about anybody else. And that's the unfortunate thing about the women's division. Not that the women don't put in the effort. They do put in the effort. Even the ones that maybe need a little bit more seasoning on Dark and Dark Elevation, they put in the effort. But the thing is Khan and the way the women's division has been booked, there have been bubbles of it being fine and being pretty good and able to draw. But more often than not, it causes the freaking ratings it causes viewers to just hemorrhage. They don't care. And that's really sad because more often than not, I at least find some good in the women's matches. Lariat pins Madison Rayne. It was a match that was there. Ripcord, Lariat, whatever the hell it is, JR says. God, JR just doesn't care. Man, they really need to just use JR sparingly. I mean, I know he signed a new contract, and I'm sure it is at least for 7 figures. $750,000 to $1 million. And I know he lives in Florida. I know he does stuff, and I know that he has the passion for wrestling still. It's there somewhere in that friggin' ornery, riddled brain that he has. But Jesus, Ripcord Lariat or wherever the hell it is. God damn, I just want to go sit on a friggin' rocker on the patio. God damn it. Anyway, so Tony came to stop a beatdown. She got a clover leaf on Jamie. And then Britt hits her with the belt. So there we go. Jericho is upset at Lamar Jackson and the election results. Oh, wait, no, that was his wife. His stupid twat wife that deserves to be put in jail, along with the mother-in-law. Danielson versus Claudio versus Sammy versus Jericho. And when they beat each other up, and when Sammy and Jericho are in the ring, Sammy will do the right thing. And Sammy's like, So they're already teasing more tension. Are they going to try to turn Sammy face? Nobody's going to want to see Sammy as a face because nobody generally likes Sammy because Sammy's kind of an unlikable douche. Starks then has something to say. He puts over the fans. He talks about his hard work. Says, you appreciate me, I appreciate you, and I'm going to be in the World Title Eliminator Tournament. And there you go. Sammy then is backstage saying the Ring of Honor Championship will stay in the Inner Circle. Jericho has done nothing for the Ring of Honor title, by the way. I mean, Jericho hasn't really done anything positive for the program, especially since they've gone back on, tour, but nevertheless. So, he also wants to face Danielson in a 2 out of 3 falls match. If it's anything like the Garcia-Danielson match, I'm for it. And you know what? Given the lineup or some of the stuff on Dynamite, maybe it's probably better they have that match go a bit long. Except I would have Sammy lose 2 straight because Sammy really has no business beating Bryan Danielson at all. So Eddie and Ethan in a World Title Eliminator match. Moxley's going to talk. Acclaimed FTR versus Swerve and Our Glory and the Guns. Britt and Saraya, I'll give a goddamn bit of shit about pronouncing her name correctly when Saraya, defender of Abusiverse, actually apologizes for both defending abusers and being a goddamn slinky neck possessing bitch. And Jamie Hayter versus Sky Blue. The cameraman will do great work during that, if you know what I mean. The Gates of Agony, Toa Leona, and Khan, who looks great, by the way. And they have Prince hey against Wardlow. Remember when Wardlow was really hot going into Double or Nothing, and even shortly after Double or Nothing, and they totally nuked that, and now the crowd chants for the power bombs, but not like they used to? Good job, Tony Khan. You really seem to care about pushing people there. Look, there was effort here, and I like the fact that they're featuring. I think Khan and Leona, again, are 2 talents that should be featured, but this, I don't have enough of a reason to care about Wardlow and Samoa Joe as a team. They shouldn't be a team. There was a Powerbomb Symphony. Khan got hit with 4 Powerbombs, 1, 2, 3. There you go. Hobbs comes down, stares down Wardlow. Wardlow pushes Joe out of the way. We're going to possibly get a 3-way. Oh, no. We're going to get another multi-man match at Full Gear, I bet. But you know what? Hobbs being featured and possibly being pushed in a prominent spot. He might as well beat Wardlow for the TNT Championship. As much as I love Wardlow, you may have to do a reset on him, for God's sakes. And you had everything in the palm of your hand, but whatever. Rampage just was there overall. Agree, disagree, what I said, like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Ritlin. I'll see you soon.